She's in rare form tonight. Her elbows are greased. Her knees are loose. That's B-Phlat. She's in Philadelphia. It's Tighten Up Tuesday. She's your fearless host at Flat Out Funny on Instagram. My name is Chris Denman. You can follow me at Denman on Instagram. Did we lose her? Is she frozen? No internet bill. B, can you hear us? God dang it. Guess we'll have to start the show over.
I got you.
Oh, she got us. B-Phlat in Philadelphia, Chris Denman in St. Louis at Midcoast Studio. It's Tighten Up Tuesday where we flip shit and make it fly. It's going to be a big night tonight. B's got her favorite feature. It's going to be a fun time. How are you, B?
How are you, Chris? I got you with that frozen. I knew you were going to talk shit.
Oh, man. I'll tell you what. You talk about you had some auditions lately. With acting like that, I think you're going to get the lead.
I hope so, because I still haven't heard anything yet. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, I don't think you hear stuff that quick, do you?
Yeah, you should, considering when they start taping. But that's why I'm not getting nervous. So. Anyway, Chris.
Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Let me get my spirit and everything up. I am so worn out.
What's wrong?
I'm complaining about it. Oh, it's been a long day. Just a long, long day pulling everything together. You know, I just got home from St. Louis.
You sure
so I was
did.
like, oh, I got one day to pull Tighten Up Tuesday together along with everything else. I was like, I'm going to pull it together. Won't he do it?
Won't he will.
Yes. Won't he will. So, shout out to those who helped me pull it together at the last minute, like, Daphne. I know Daphne. Get to Dallas. She probably be glad when we get there and leave. She don't know the antics that go on. She saw how I clowned up in Taina's. I'll be getting my day started, acting a fool, but making sure we get the work done.
And if you have anything you'd like to talk to Daphne about, or if you need anything, maybe you have a question. She's a great writer. She does all kinds of stuff. You can email her at Osunlade at thewordpriestess.com.
Yes, please hit her up because she's amazing, and she knows she's going to be super busy pulling everything together, or at least helping to pull everything together for the 100th episode. So,
oh, what a day!
Get organized for her to get organized.
Well,
and of course, you know I got to give a shout out to my sorors. Speaking of which, I was inundated with them this past weekend. But
yes,
always a shout out. Yes, I got nothing but love for my sorors. Shout out to Lauren, because you know we wouldn't have all this dope music if it wasn't for her. Letting us bust a move. I miss Key. Andy ain't come out and bust a move.
Andy's
Chris,
working
you don't never get up and dance. Oh, but you was kicking it at the karaoke. They don't want me to get up and show everybody what you was doing.
What was I doing at the karaoke? the old cock shuffle, huh? That was me.
Oh, because we was cutting up. We are family. I think you stood up to make sure ain't nobody get up and use the bodyguard. Use the unofficial bodyguard.
That place was so fun and so nice and so welcoming. You didn't need that, but no, I was playing a little cameraman. I was checking out the scene.
We needed you there, Chris.
That was
a whole nother story. Speaking of sorors, let me keep it pushing because you know I got shout outs. I definitely got to give a shout out to Cicely, my soror in Conway, Arkansas, right outside of Little Rock. She sent me, oh, wait a minute. Why ain't know what the hell these were, right? It's all these like little Delta. They're for your Crocs, right?
Oh.
See these, aren't they cute?
Do you wear Crocs?
No, I was like, oh shit, these some nice stamps. I got my little ink pad out. I got the ink pad out. I was all like this. I was like, I'm gonna be hooking my thank you cards up with the Delta stamp.
I mean,
I was like, oh shit. I was like, the yoga stamp. My dentist was like, those go on the Crocs. I was like, oh shit. I said, well, I'm gonna have to repurpose them because I don't like Crocs because they remind me of clogs. I used to have to wear them in high school when nobody else was, because my grandma was like, you work at McDonald's, you need to protect your feet. You be standing up, so you gonna wear these clogs.
You wore wooden clogs?
Not wooden ones, but they looked like it. They were old school. You know them old school clogs back in the day?
Dutch gardening shoes? You wore Dutch gardening?
I wear those to work at McDonald's, so that's why I don't fuck with nothing that look like clogs.
Okay.
Crocs, none of that. So now I'm repurposing them because I've already dipped them in the ink and stamped them on shit. I was like, oh, these look cute. So wait, what? I'm hooking up my thank you cards and stuff. So thank you, Cicely, along with these shirts, Chris. Look at this. Booyah. We out. You see that? Harriet Tubman. You wasn't ready. 1849. We out. Check this one out. Rosa Parks. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. 1955.
Oh,
thank you, Cicely. You know I love gifts, so I just want to shout that out. She sent me these peanuts. I ate them already. I couldn't wait.
It's that weed.
It was a honey roasted mix. I held out till today. Then I was like, fuck, they were like almonds, peanuts. I was like, you know what? I got to eat these because I'm hungry. I didn't eat yet. So shout out Soror at the Soror after Soror.
Well, I'm happy that you've got so many supporters, and big shout out to Solange for sending a nice package to me. So thank you. Very, very nice. Some baby clothes for my niece and a very nice letter. And Key was gifted some earrings. Very thoughtful.
Oh, nice.
So I just want to say, and a nice typed letter, and then a nice card. No complaints here. Just all and politely let me know to just accept the kindness that comes from the Picassos. So thank you, Solange. Appreciate it.
That's what's up. That's what's up, Chrissy. Now you're gonna be jumping down to the P.O. box.
I will not be. Am I? I won't be. I won't be at the P.O. box.
They're gonna be like, "Oh, Chris, you can't keep having all this stuff. You're gonna have to get a P.O. box."
That's hilarious.
Keep it your P.O. box.
We've got some live chat, folks. Big shout out to all the Picassos in the live chat. Baby Ruth Candy is in the house. Looks like there's some. Thank you. It looks like last Tuesday was birthday, but I was in the hospital. I'm doing better now. Baby Ruth Candy, 85. Glad you're doing better, and
happy belated.
Happy belated. Yeah, glad you're here. Launer's here. Tanya's here. MM's here. Still drunk and high from the weekend, says MM, who was out. You'll see a photo of MM later. Oh, I gotta have a.
All 3 days.
Mark could not be a nicer person in person. I got to tell him something. He's got that fan. I'll tell you. Remind me to tell you about something with that fan. Joy's in the house. Angela's in the house. Quincy's in the house. All kinds of folks here. We'll try and get to as many of you as we can. Antonia says Solange's stuff was very nice. I agree. Angela's saying clogs and Crocs to me are the same. Crocs are the new version. You all are. You're not talking about. You're not talking about literal wooden. Like my grandma went to Europe and came back with like a painted clog for me for like a thing that, or for my mom for the kitchen. There's a little wooden shoe.
Right, but back in the day, in the 70s and the 80s,
clogs
were popular, but only people that wore them were old ladies.
But they weren't wooden, were they?
The heel is wooden, and like the sole part, like the leather is like the shoe part is leather.
Oh, it was leather. See, the wood, the real ones are just wood.
Wood. And remember they used to make them in the doctor shows, the little clog ones had the wood. They were ugly, and my grandma made me wear them to work because I was always complaining about my feet. And she's like, "These will give you support." And I was like, "These ugly shits." I ended up throwing them away. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. This past weekend, which started on a Thursday, officially, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of that, Chris. You know, I was coming there looking about crazy with my boots on.
Where? Oh, Thursday.
Yes, we were.
So that was. So sorry. Do you want me to, just lay out what happened? Or are we showing pictures? We can show pictures, and.
We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can show pictures, and. We can sho All I know is I was just coming to the rack meet and greet to just chill, get something to drink, and see what they had to eat. I wasn't expecting to go on stage.
So I can't imagine
with your boots on.
I can't imagine anyone knows what you're talking about. So,
well, that's what I'm saying. So just show the pictures. I'm going in there.
Okay, I'll explain. So that RAC stands for Regional Arts Commission, and they were so kind to raise some money for a local artist who's a woman. This is like what do you call it? Like a grant. So Kim and Sherri, so it was supposed to be Kim was going to do a talk and be interviewed by their board chair there. She was going to talk. Then it turns out Sherri shows up. So they're like, okay, well, now Sherri's part of this. So imagine just like a little bit higher brow podcast, right? Because it's still Kim and Sherri having fun and cutting up. But it was, it was meant to say, like, how do you have a creative career? Regional Arts Commission funds all kinds of arts in St. Louis, events, different things like that. And hopefully it makes you want to come to St. Louis. So they put this on, some really fun people. The mayor came out, and then B also showed up. They were huge fans of B, and I give B all kinds of trouble, and I did make fun of her. I was like, you wore those boots? Nobody cared. Everybody was so excited, and everybody was very...
I told you, I was like, I only bring enough clothes to wear exactly for the day.
Smart.
And I was like, I'm not wearing my good shoes over here that I'm supposed to be wearing tomorrow. Then everybody see my shit before my outfit supposed to jump off. And I was like, I ain't gonna be having no hurt feet 2 days in a row for no reason. So I was like, I'm coming with the shit on I had on the airplane.
Andrea Purnell is the one who was leading the discussion. Either way, some great questions. We'll get into it more on Two Funny Mamas, but it was a really fun event. It was kind of a lead up to the show, and it was bonus having Sherri there. Bonus that B also got some shine and made a bunch of fans at this. Everybody was very excited to meet B. And what's happening here?
Oh, and then of course, I had to jump up there with my sorors, and I know half of them.
Well, so and Vanessa to Kim's left is amazing too. She's their CEO. I've been working with her on all this. So big shout out to Vanessa and all the other lovely women. Sorry, go ahead, B.
She gave me a nice little thank you card and a cute T-shirt, and I put it in the scrapbook in my B-Phlat scrapbook pile.
Yeah.
So yeah, from my soror, she's like, yes, we raised, and she wrote in the card how much money they raised for the artists.
Yeah, it's like $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that's nice, but that's what's up.
That's so cool.
But yeah, so it was so good to see a couple people up there that pledged me. And
yeah, you knew some people. That's the beauty of you being from here.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I know some of these sorors, and it was sorors there that didn't come up on the stage.
Yeah.
But half them people was working for RAC or work with her.
Yeah, absolutely. No,
yeah, so I was like, those sorors, Deltas run St. Louis. I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth.
Okay, now we know.
There's a lot of Deltas in St. Louis, way more than it is a.k.a. Believe me. There's a lot of Deltas. And of course, the mayor is a Delta. So booyah.
Tashara Jones, our mayor, came by and had a good time. So yeah, this was wonderful. Shout out to Kransberg Arts Foundation. Shout out to Hilo where we had it. It's part of that, and Regional Arts Commission made it happen. So that was really cool. Those are great photos. Vanessa did such a good job. So, yeah.
Next photo.
Oh.
You threw that in there, Chris. I ain't throw no photos of me.
Bet your ass I did. Look
I was just
B.
pushing.
Well, keep it pushing and tell people what's happening here. You are gutting the crowd. It was a full house theater, full. You had around 500 people in there.
I did get a standing ovation.
You did, and I didn't put it in there, but there's some photos of it. I made B come back out. I made B come back out and say, "Oh, and there's Mark. There's Mark in his. You can see his blues hat." In the yellow. So either way, that's a shot of B just crushing on stage. Shout out to Kim and Sherri for putting B on. Now, what's happening here, B?
And that's now, Chris, I got to tell this story because that's us hanging out at the karaoke in the hood. I'm talking about the hood in Baden, my spot where I hang. And let's be honest, when I came out and they was like, where you going? I was like, to karaoke. And as soon as I said, what you say, Chris? That's not the safest area. Kim, how far is it? Is it 20 minutes? Because when people say, I said, I know how far it is. I'm going. I don't know what y'all doing. So remember when I got in the car and I couldn't find my phone? I remember I left it in the high-low, right? Everybody, who got down to the karaoke before me?
Well, after I suggested that the comedians and performers would be tired for press tomorrow, we should just go get dinner and avoid getting carjacked on the way to a place.
Whatever the case, y'all was kicking it in there and got there before me and was calling me talking about B, where we was gonna park. I called Terrence. I said, Terrence, put them on the sidewalk. And y'all was straight. Y'all ain't had no problem. And it was packed to death. And y'all ain't had no drama other than everybody jumping up in our face. I would have
never thought that.
And jumping in Sherri's face. I'm like, are you the real Sherri? Is that the real Sherri?
Oh, it was funny. I kind of want to let Kim and Sherri tell the story from their point of view. But it was so funny. And people were so... No, see, I was being smart and whatever.
And let's say... that some of them people at the rack all bougie and dressed up. It was people from the rack, that same shit I just left with my boots on, up in that same karaoke spot.
And that spot is great. It's the travel there. That spot is great.
And I don't care that it's in the hood. Don't nobody else obviously cares because it stayed packed and y'all was in there grubbing on the food, Chris. Y'all ate up the fish, the chicken, the flats, the bread, whatever the hell they were serving. I was like, damn, they are grubbing. Bones and all.
Oh yeah. Oh, they did talk about it on the live stream. So yeah, they did. Well, the live stream, they were so out of it, so it was like 20 minutes long. But yes, yeah, we went there and they killed it. They did great. It was so fun. Shout out to KJ's. I like how I didn't even realize. Oh, never mind. I didn't realize there was a photo of my friend Reggie Edwards behind me on the, just now in the picture to my left.
You seen all the comedians. They moved around, but they got comedians from everywhere. Yeah. Everybody that you see nowadays performing has been at their spot. So, and I got 2 pictures in there, and I wrote on the wall, and Sherri them signed the wall, like everybody that comes through there. So, but it was fun, and we had a good time. And shout out to, I was so mad at Quincy, I gave him a shirt, and why I told him not to cash at me, and he did it anyway.
Now, who is this?
Quincy, he designed the shirt. Why you don't make the shirts you design?
I hug Quincy when I see him. I love Quincy. Yeah. Looking good, the mayor.
Quincy was there with Rhoda, another Picasso. Next photo. Why
are you so aggressive?
No, I'm just saying because I'm trying to get to that photo where we cut her out. But this was great, Chris. I love this photo with everybody that performed. They hit the stage. You want to hit
the names?
Yes, Larry Williams down. I mean, Green down in the corner.
Larry Green.
Rafe.
Williams.
What's Rafe? Williams, right. B-Phlat extraordinaire. Andre Lavelle, Kim Whitley, Sherri Shepherd, Chris Deasy, because you did host the show, and my girl Shawnee D.
She was so funny.
Yes,
boy, it was
a great time.
Sorry, go ahead, B.
I'm just saying we had a great time. We had a wonderful. It was a wonderful, tight show in 2 hours, even with Kim and Sherri being on stage, the Q&A, all of that. It wasn't long, drawn out, or nothing. It was tight. Probably because y'all cut my time down, but it was all good though. I appreciate it.
It was 2 hours.
I tore it up.
If you tell us, hey, call us out in the comments. If we were lying, tell us in the live chat. But it was 2 hours of straight laughing. It was great. Crowd was incredible. All the comics worked so hard. It was awesome. It was really cool.
And I'm glad I didn't have to do 40 minutes. So
Ms. Beaches says, "Hey Chris, I was the chick sitting directly behind your mommy. She's so pretty and looks too young to be your mother." Oh, that's so sweet, Ms. Beaches. That's very nice. She's very lovely.
That's after the show.
That would be after the comedy show at the sandwich spot called the Gramophone here in the Grove.
I didn't know where we're eating at. That's crazy. I was like, I don't know. Because, I had Key go to another spot and get me some Brussels sprouts.
The Gramophone's a sandwich spot in the Grove. That's John from By Jack, all 6'5" of him in the back. By Andre. That's Mark's lady with the Two Funny Mamas shirt on that she showed Kim, me, B. It was really fun. It was nice just to kick it for a little bit and see everybody in the same city. It was fun.
Yeah, and Keith was like, I don't know if I could bring them. I said, girl, you better go get me some of them Brussels sprouts and bring them right up here and eat them at this table. Whatever these, I don't even know where she went to get them. Something dill.
She went. It's called Duckbill at a bar. It was at a bar called Platypus, and the food part's called Duckbill.
Oh yeah, I was like, girl, go give me some of them Brussels sprouts and bring. And then everybody ate them up. Chris, you saw it. I was passing around, and everybody's like, "What is that? What is that?" Then I ain't had none left.
That happens. You're so good.
Yeah, I was like, well, you can just. Yeah, I was like, y'all can just have them now since everybody picked them because they were good as hell. So I should have ordered 2, but I didn't know everybody was gonna eat them up. And I'm so upset because I didn't know that Rhoda stayed in our hotel. I would have invited her to breakfast. You know, these are my Picassos that drove Shreveport.
Oh,
this
my
is
gosh.
at 7 a.m. at breakfast at CW, right inside the hotel.
Well, that's
and after
incredible.
they ate, they got on the road and went back. So I'm so thankful for Miss Melba and my soror Linda in the middle. And that's their daughter, and that's Miss Melba's husband, Lorenzo. So yes, they drove up from Shreveport.
Wow.
And they were staying at the hotel
nice.
down the street. Yep. So I said, come and have breakfast with me. And we had breakfast, and then they went, and I went back to sleep.
Everybody's asking when we're going to different cities. Boy, we'd like to. It was, I don't know. Tell us in the live chat if you think that, maybe not that it'd be a smaller show. We wouldn't have as many comics. But if you did 2 or 3 leading up to Sherri and Kim, that's a fun show.
I had fun. That's all I know.
Mm-hmm.
I had a good ass time. It was a great show. I guess.
Did you like the lights?
I did. But
nice,
I was nervous.
Huh?
I was like, damn, I was just here. It ain't even really been like 5 weeks. Right. And I was like, what material am I going to do? But you see how I do my shit, Chris. You never know what I'm going to do when I hit the stage.
It's amazing. You did wonderful, and B, you really did. And I know I give you trouble, but I brought you back out for a reason. When you were walking off stage, I was like, nah, come back up here. Let's get some more out of this crowd that loves you.
Because I was like, let me get on off the stage. Because I saw them flashing the light, and I saw people standing up and all that. I was like, I'm getting off the stage. You know me, Chris. I was like, I'm going to put my sneaks on.
Quincy met your mom. She's funny, too. Savannah says, come to Oakland. We've got Antonia, Nikki Soul saying, come to NYC. We've got Shanna saying, DC. It would be awesome. We'll see. There's so many busy schedules.
Yeah, I have such a busy, crazy schedule.
Yes, so it's you that would hold it up.
We all got not just. They already know Kim and Sherri busy. Shit, I'm jumping right in there with them with my busy, crazy schedule. So we all try to pull it together. I ain't talking to you, Chris. Speaking of busy, crazy schedule, tomorrow, Brief and Bake. Oh, there's so many people going to be on this Brief and Bake tomorrow. We have a lot to discuss, and that's what I love about brainstorming. People have sent some topics and some things they want to talk about. So this is going to be a bit. Chris, if you want to jump off, you know how long we go. I know you when you get tired. Daphne, can you be the administrator or somebody? You know we'll work it out, but it's a lot of people, and it's got to be like 20 people on this tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
So make sure if you have not, it's only 4 people that have an RSVP. But if you have not hit me up to let me know what city you're representing, I don't know if I'm going to be taking 20 shots. But I'm still having a shot glass out here lined up. If I can get as close to your city and state as possible, I will have your shot glass lined up for the party. So you know how we party. We will be drinking bug juice. That's what I'm drinking. Or whatever y'all want to drink. But bug juice, it's lemonade, tequila, and ginger ale. I was having a brain fart. Yeah, so whatever. Get ready for the Brief and Bake tomorrow, 8 p.m. EST, 7 Central Standard. Swipe to the next thing if you don't mind, Andy. If your name is on that list, and I know Sean Allen is joining us, but it's a couple people whose addresses I didn't have, like Leanne Hudson and somebody, Beverly Parker. But everybody else, They should have gotten the link, which I sent out early this morning. And if you didn't, just hit me up. You know what to hit me up on frugalflip@gmail.com. And as Chris would say, not Frugal Philip. You know what to do. Hit me up and let me know if you didn't get the link, so we can have fun tomorrow. So that's that. So Chris, you know I got to get warmed up.
For what?
For my Cash App dance. You know,
Oh, wow.
I got to always give it out to my Cash App battlers, Miguel and Verna and Candace and Kathy and Laura and Phyllis. And it's funny because Phyllis calls the stray cat scat, the cat be gone. When she
That's so funny.
I know, she's like, I want you to do the cat be gone dance in the Cash App. So I always think that's super hilarious. And I just want to do that before I jump into I got to talk about the flash rags. I do have to talk about them. John and I had a good discussion, and I have to talk about them. So I want to do a Cash App dance before I talk about them.
Please do. Well, you know how to do it. All you got to do is Cash App, even $1 to $B-Phlat on Cash App. She'll do the cat be gone, the Jane Tubman, stanky leg, the don't wash your leg, the broken leg.
Let me see what I can do with my left. I ain't never told the cat to get out with my left. I never did.
Joy's dancing.
Oh,
Heaven Sends dancing. Kathy's dancing. Makisha is in the house.
It's not the same with the left.
Launer's dancing. You knew that was coming. Abby's dancing. Pack 93. Tanya dancing.
Get your ass. Get your ass. Get.
B.
Yes.
Oh, I don't even know anymore. Joy's checking on Makisha. M. Gabrielle Smith-Tobin's cheering you on. Wink
Thank
Sal
you.
is cheering you on and dancing. Oh, MM's got his drink on his head dancing.
I know he is.
He did that at karaoke.
Oh, he did it. Won't he do it? So,
shout out to Ms. Michelle, also in the house.
always, Miss Baker.
Angel Brown, Carmen.
So,
Thick
first
Vegan
of
Afro,
all,
Nicole B.
I got 2 emails regarding why they didn't get their flash rags yet. Well, I'm glad I stop in the office and check on merchandise. That's a part of being this. So John's.
It's a part of being the BEO.
There you have it. So I was like, what the? That's not red. This is orange. And this is like a lilac purple. So we were having a color issue. I was like, oh, those can't go out. And the fact that these, I don't know why we went to these microfiber, but I'm going to tell people to not order them because John and I were talking about we have to go back. These things are super rough. And my face got scratched. And I showed it to John. I have like a little scratch right here from wiping. And he said when he presses this plastic stuff that's in the lining, it gets hot and it gets rough. So the edges are super rough. And I was wiping my face in the hotel. And I was like, fuck. And I had like a little scratch. And we can't be liable for that. So we got to go back to the regular rags. And I'm going to work it out with John at least by Monday to see like when we'll be back up and running. Because we're definitely not doing orange. I'm keeping these. He's like, you can have them. They're prototypes. I was like, thanks. Or lilac. So this is more like it's not like the bright pink that we had. It's more like a purpley lilac color.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, and I don't like these microfiber. I don't like that they scratch you. They're very absorbent, but we can't have that. You see what I'm saying? We can't have people complaining. So there are a couple people that did send me an email that was their concern about why they didn't get them yet. And somebody else did complain about why are the flash rags different from the original ones, which are more like towels. And these are more like washcloths. You know what I mean? Like for cleaning, like a chamois if you want to shine your car up. Yeah, and the edges are a little rough. So we're working that out. Be patient. Hold on. If you've already ordered some, be patient. We'll definitely get them out. I just need to work that out with John. I'm going to say give us at least a couple weeks so we can get it together. I know he's looking for, I don't know. We didn't get into if that company ran out of that particular rag itself.
I have no clue.
But yeah, so we're working that out. And don't order no more and be having him inundated, I guess, until we really work it out. Because he has a lot of stuff that he's printing. I saw all this shit in there. So I want to be able to say, yes, they're ready. Now you can order them. But because he already has back order. You see what I'm saying?
That's
we
fair.
don't want to back order. And then people be calling me talking about, why I ain't get my shit yet? Because you heard me say he on back order.
Shout out to Gina Brown, who was at the show and said, great show. And also shout out to the local comics. They were great. Shout out to Larry Green and Rafe Williams.
It was a funny show from the beginning to the very end.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It was. I have to say that. And I give Andre his credit. Even when he came up to me, he said something. What did I say, Chris? I said, Andre, all I was worried about is views going to get on my nerve. And you ain't get on my nerve. So you all good with me.
And what did he do on stage?
He did good. He did great.
He really did. He got some great laughs.
And the time that he had and what he was doing and he looked like he had money. I was like, damn, I didn't even know Andre could do it like that. He had on like a Don Lemon suit. I'm talking about like one of them news reporter boss suits.
Did he?
I'm just saying it was not. I know a nice suit when I see it. And he had on nice shoes. I was like, I didn't even know you was making money like that, Dre. That suit fit him to the I said, that's a nice ass suit.
He looked great.
He did. I was like, that suit looked so nice on him. I was like, okay, Dre. I think he knew what he was doing. He tried to pull him. He was probably trying to pull him a couple women gonna treat him to breakfast with that thing. Andre, let me go on out here and see who I'm gonna get to take me to breakfast down and see W the next day.
I told him.
So he didn't stay at our hotel.
I told him, I was like, don't even try with Key. That's too much for you, man.
I'm sorry, I have to take this shoe off for a second.
Oh. It's like two funny mamas. Quincy Charles says Andre's whole set was nasty. I loved it. Oh my God, that's so funny.
He was nasty, but he was funny.
No, he did.
People was laughing.
If you judge a comedy show by how much laughing there was, he got a lot of laughs.
He was saying stuff I wouldn't say, and I know I'm crazy, but I don't say certain words, but I talk crazy. I think I did a good job. So, but Andre, I think he did a great job for the time that he had.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I don't know how we jumped back on that, but I was.
There was a comment. Sorry, where were we at?
Oh, that's right. That's right. It's the weed, Chris, when I be smoking.
Classic weed moment. I
will have them. And now everybody knows it on this show by now. It has been 2 years.
Oh
I'm gonna jump into my DYK. Considering that it is, I told you I'm sticking with the Women's History Month theme.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm giving this shout out to Picasso Berna Hendricks. She actually sent this information in, and it was so super interesting because I did not know this. So shout out to Verna for sending us information on Katrina Perot. For Women's History Month, she invented the light skin tone emojis, October 11th in 2013. She got a patent for them. So I'm going to read some information regarding her. Having worked in aerospace industry for over 20 years in procurement, subcontract management, and logistics at companies like NASA, Perot assembled a small team, including a senior software engineer, illustrators, copyright specialists, and a videographer to design the emojis and secure copyrights as early as July 2013. She registered them in the official copyright office October 11, 2013, and has over 300 emojis available through different apps with the Apple Store. So shout out to that sister who invented shades of emojis for us to include everybody in 2013. Even though she's in the battle right now with somebody trying to sue her regarding that. But I just thought that was interesting. So I didn't know that. Did you know that, Chris, or have you heard anything about?
You know, as much as I research skin tones and emojis, I can't believe I hadn't found that out.
Well, you try to stay up on things going on in the, I know the DZ side of you try to be up on what's going on in the urban community.
You think I'm peeking?
Out? You never know, Chris.
Yeah.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Frugal Flip. I was super busy. I didn't get to do any updates on Daphne's drawings, but all that'll be over this weekend because tomorrow will be one of those nights and Thursday that I'll be up all night drawing and being creative and doing what I do. But I love that Picasso, Sophia Lionel, and she said, you got to stop saying my name like that. I forgot it's Linnell because I'm country. Sophia Linnell. She designed these logos, which I love for Frugal Flip. And I'm thinking about putting these on the apron. I think that is so nice.
That's great.
I love that she's always being creative and keeping herself busy doing lovely stuff for us. Aren't those nice, Chris?
They really are. They fit your style. Your name's a little too elegant. I don't know if you're that elegant in real life, but for a T-shirt, it's very nice.
I want those on the apron. So I think that might.
Oh, on the apron. Wow, that's perfect. Sorry. Yeah.
On the apron. Yeah, on the aprons. And I do want my name to kind of look like my signature. So I just wanted to give her a shout out for doing that work. And I did extend her an invitation, in terms of helping us with the, like the branding that we're going to do for the 100th. Like any designs or whatever, anything that we send out, if it's a newsletter or whatever we're doing, I want it all to be the same.
Right.
So, yeah.
Look at you. Uniform
they
branding.
They are doing amazing work on that 100th episode. I'm just letting everybody know I've already started on my ABC list. And see, this one says sponsors, in-kind services, volunteers. So I'll start, going through all my contacts, trying to figure out who's in that city. Then I branch out to who's around that city. Then I branch out to, who do I know with money? Don't matter where they live. Right. Because you just never know who they know. And then I put them on that sponsor list. And I start reaching out saying, I did send out our little kind of tagline. If someone says, what is the project about? They can say this. And what we're donated to is in 2 lines. So we're going to discuss all that stuff when we have our meeting and moving forward and all the good stuff. And I'm sure we'll be bringing up stuff like that on the Brief and Bake tomorrow. We have a lot to go over.
There it is.
So with that being said, Janet is super busy just like me, and I don't know when I'm going to get her on. I can't get her on next week because I got a feature next week.
Mm-hmm.
Live feature, and I'm so excited about him. And I don't want to have 4 of us up on the screen because it gets too messy in terms of the audio. So I, of course, always got a backup, Chris. I always got a backup if we can't do it in the way that I want to. So I've learned to not be so rigid about that. I'm like, I'm just going to let shit flow. People can't do it. Everybody can't. This isn't everybody's priority. And I get it. And I don't hold against nobody. I'm just like, well, shit, let me keep it pushing. We got to do something. So I'm glad that we have people that are always sending things to be, to be featured or shown in the DIY section. And, I always got something to show. So with that being said, I definitely want to show what Candace Perry sent in. And it's been waiting in the cut. And I was like, this is perfect. That's right. And it's perfect because it's good. Holidays are coming up. Easter's coming up for those that celebrate it. Mother's Day is coming up. So I just thought this was an interesting project that she did with, obviously, look, a can, rope. She's super creative. Now, I'm not sure what these little, the sticks are, if they're wire or plastic, but I know she said basically this is all that you need. And if you go to the next photo, you can see she glued them onto the can. And I can see that the glue is only at the bottom so that you can start weaving the rope through. That's what the next photo shows. how she was weaving the rope in and out, in and out. I was like, this is cute.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, but if you do it on like a little Pringle can, you ain't got to do a big one. You see what I'm saying?
Oh no, I'm not saying it's not worth it. I'm just saying good to her, good on her.
That's what I'm saying. It takes a lot of dedication and devotion. But she said she saw this on YouTube and tried it. And I was like, it's really cute. So the next photo shows what it looks like. Ain't that cute? It's like a little.
It's very nice. Make a great gift.
Exactly. You know, when she starts decorating and adding her own unique touch to it, it always has her signature. And then I definitely had to throw in there that she is also making wreaths for Mother's Day. So these are cute things for Easter. And look, if you want to order you a Mother's Day wreath, I don't want to show a whole bunch of her stuff because I like to build up to her, especially when holidays are coming up. But I'm just letting people know, you know, this is what she's doing. Things like this for Mother's Day. So
lovely.
Make sure you holler at your girl. And with that being said, since I just came back from St. Louis and I pack, people know how I pack, but I didn't really
efficiently.
I guess I never really break down why I pack certain things certain way and how. I know I do it like for if I'm going 3 days or a week or whatever at the most. It doesn't matter. I'm getting all my stuff in one suitcase. But I wanted to show people how I pack my jewelry too, because I don't like when like things are getting thrown around, or even when I have to throw my suitcase up inside of the overhead compartment or just dragging it around. And it just so happened leaving St. Louis, they made me check my luggage. And I was so upset about that, but because there was no room in the overhead and my iPad was in there. I didn't even get a chance to get it out because I had it tucked all up in there, you know, because certain things you want secure. And one of the other things, other than my tech, you know, my tech stuff, speakers and all that I like to have secure, that I'm not carrying in my purse, I like for my jewelry to not be tangled up and all messed up. So I'm going to actually have Andy throw me on the big screen. I'm going to show people, these are some hacks that I've been using for years, but I never really showed people because I got tired of buying those jewelry bags with the cute zipper on them. You hang up and you drop it in the compartments and it has a zipper. You can put and then when you take your stuff out, it's still all tangled up. So I was like, I ain't carrying that shit around no more. I have my own little hacks, things I do myself, and I'm going to show people how I do these things really quick. It's a lot of little pieces, so I'm going to get as close to the screen as possible. All right. Now, for example, I hate when my necklaces get tangled. So, of course, this is a hack to put a necklace in a straw. And I use the ones that have this extendable thing. So, like if I want to pull it tight, because what I do is if I'm taking a clutch, and y'all know I don't pack a whole bunch of stuff, I might take 2 purses. And I put them right inside the bag so they don't get tangled up. So I'll have these on the straw already inside the bag. And it's easier to just, and this is a way to keep your stuff from getting tangled up. I just stuff these right down in there. I can pull them right out. And these are just straws I use for our smoothies. And I love, like I said, I love that they have the extender on them where you can bend them, the little flex part. And I cut them to that length. And this is, you know, little necklaces like this always get tangled up. So it's easy. If you just measure the chain up against the straw, then you can just see how much you need. And you just drop the loose end that fits, obviously, through the hole right through there and clasp it. So that is a hack. And like I said, they drop right inside my bags. So as I was unpacking, I was like, oh, I should be showing this stuff. Because, of course, y'all know I take the toilet paper roll and put bracelets on it. So even though they may not fit, you can see how they're moving around. I know I'm taking socks. So I stuff a sock in here to keep its shape in case it gets smashed. And once I start stuffing this around in my suitcase, in between stuff, I still want my bracelets to have their shape. So what I'll do is, once I just get them on the toilet paper roll, I put a sock over them and just smash them down, just like that. And then put the other sock on the other end. And then I just tuck it like this. And it keeps my bracelets in shape Then I still have 2 pair of socks that I can take with me, and I can tuck this inside of a shoe. So there you have it. Then I use, depending on if I have an event where I feel I got to get fancy, because I rarely wear fancy earrings, but I clip them to a business card. So if you look on here, you can see how I have one of my Delta pins on a card, and I have like some little earrings here, and just like some little pieces that I may wear in my second hole that I have here on my left ear. And that's what you can do with an old business card. And sometimes even when I run out of business cards, I take these off and be like, here, you can have this. Even though it has holes in it, I don't give a damn, it still works. Another thing I always take, well, y'all know I keep this little, let me just show you this. This comes with like fashion tape in it, but I only keep a couple strips in it because I don't always need it. But I keep everything in here. Let me just show you this real quick. I have like these things to clear your ears out, things to clean your teeth, these little pieces. But the thing that I really wanted to show people that I keep and always take are 2 paper clips, just in case a necklace breaks or a chain breaks. And it's like, oh shit, I really wanted to wear this on stage. I have literally put a paper clip through the broke end, because if you think about it, paper clips are really small and they can fit through any size chain just about, and linked it on the other side. And I've worn a paper clip on it, and you wouldn't even know it because I probably had a jacket on or something, but you couldn't see the paper clip. But I say keep some paper clips in case your jewelry breaks, so you don't have to be all stressed out. And like I said, this is my little go-to for everything, safety pins, my teeth, but I try to keep everything compact. Another thing that I use is, because I love my purse that has this latch. I don't even know what these are called, but they're like a
carabiner. I always call it carabiner. It's like carabiner, right?
I don't know what they're called, but it's like a hook. They go on my purse, but people keep keys on them. I put rings on them.
Yeah,
they don't all get all. So if you look at this, you can see how I have all my rings just kind of hanging on this. And this is a purse that I'll carry. So it's like double duty. So this came right off the purse. I was like, oh, let me throw this. I can take one off the purse, leave one on, and throw it inside this Altoid thing with all my other earrings and things like that. So inside of here, as you can see, I use buttons to keep earrings separate. So you can use a little button so things don't get all tangled up. I figure if you're going on vacation and you're packing, see, now this kind of stuff, I'll just leave like this so you don't have to keep doing it again. But at the same time, when I'm packing to come back, I try to put everything back and just leave it like that so I don't have to go through this whole process again. And I'll be like, oh, I'm taking that because that's already in there. These are already packed. Sometimes I'll just throw the card right on top of there and clip it closed and have my little fancy earrings on top on the business card and the other stuff underneath. And then I do keep my jewelry bags. I don't know if everybody keeps this stuff, but once I get all of it together, I just, like this, I would just drop inside a jewelry bag with all the rings on it. Put this inside of there. Now, the little dental strips that I use a little plastic container to keep all my faux plug earrings in. So they're all in here put together, and I just drop all of this. And normally I don't have to, when I'm ready to go, I just take this bag, and there's my jewelry. And then whatever necklaces, I just transfer them to another purse, and the stuff is ready to go. So I don't have to keep packing the same stuff over and over. I just kind of put it back the way that it came. So when I'm ready to go out again, I can leave this stuff right down here on my couch or just on my little ironing board over there. And like, when the next show comes, this is what I'm taking, and it's already ready to go. So I thought I'd just show you the little hacks with buttons, toilet paper rolls, straws, Altoid cans, whatever Chris called that little clip. That was my little quick. I was like, I might as well show this, while I'm, because I have a tendency to put everything away. When I come home, I like to put shit away like instantly. And then I was like, you know what? I should show how I use these straws and stuff, and these toilet paper rolls. And I know people probably when my luggage is scanned, they probably be saying, she got some crazy shit going on up in this luggage, and I don't want to open it.
Well, Cheryl's impressed. Heaven Sent loves the ideas. Launer loves the ideas. Nikki Soul says you are truly a frugal flip genius. Kiana Maria, excellent ideas. Thanks, B.
Thank you.
Rhoda says genius. Missy Shoes in the house.
Shout out to Rhoda. She was at the show, and I got to get a picture of her and Claron because they look like twins.
They were at the St. Louis show?
Yeah, and when I showed Rhoda the picture, she was like, whoa. And Quincy said, too, they look like shit. She's like, that looks like me. And I was like, yes, I thought you were her. So, same haircut, everything. It is. Uh-huh. Well, Chris, I would love to show everybody who our feature is next week because I'm super excited about Kababi coming on. And now that I've read up more on him, I'm so excited that he's coming on because now he can come on and tell people what his name means.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were there when he explained that.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, it just made me just really get deep into him. So next week on the 21st, this amazing artist who's actually right next door to Chris, this gentleman here, in front of his work. He has so many amazing pieces. And Kim actually bought a piece of his work while we were in his gallery. He will be on the show live next week. So I'm excited to feature him. He has done so many amazing things. And if you're not familiar, I will show you something that you are familiar with. Next, Andy. Everybody's seen this. Haha, that's his work on the Violator album. Right
next door to us.
Yeah, right next door to Chris. So I'm so excited about Kababi coming on. Yeah, Kababi coming on next week to let us see his amazing work and just talk about his activism and just, the things that he does with kids and just in the community and just, he's amazing. He's been doing it forever. Yeah. And I love his wife Amber. She's so artsy fartsy and she's so cute.
Incredible. I love them.
Yes,
they're great.
Power couple. Yes, they are. So I'm looking forward, and he's excited. And it's funny because he's all like, "Yeah, when you gonna have me on the show?" I was like, in 2 weeks, I got you. Don't even worry.
You're on it. You're on it.
I'm on it. Yes. So before I jump into my irksome work, I got to do a dance for Cheryl and Kathleen King. Ruth, Shirley B. Jones. Oh, she new on the scene. And of course, Lynn.
Hello, Lynn.
Shout out to Shirley B. I got an irksome work. Ask Christy and a holiday holding down.
Wow. What a big night. Huge Tuesday.
It's a huge Tuesday. Every Tuesday is a huge Tuesday.
That's right. Because it's Tighten Up Tuesday. That's right. B-Flat's here for you. Dancing. Because you send those dollars. Look at her go. She likes what you send. Send her some more. Fill her tank back up, everybody. Oh, she's doing the mark. It is incredible. Doing the MM with a glass on her head. Oh, I love it.
Do the Sherri Shepherd.
Sherri will party. Sherri will party.
Sherri's in her party on the karaoke place. Oh, Kim was sitting on the side like this. Oh.
Do the Chris Deasy. Do the Deasy.
Oh. At least you was on beat. You hit it with it. There you go with that.
Like a 6'3" parakeet.
Yeah. I can't even do no shit like that. How you do that? How you do that, Chris?
Do the fan that ran up to Kim.
Oh! Is that really you? Did I take a picture of you? Because my grandma said she loved you. Can you take a picture of me for my grandma?
Be the uncle that was talking to me with his eyes behind whenever he saw me sitting next to Kim. Did I show you that? Did I tell you that? He goes,
no. Are you talking about the one that was at my table or the one was
a table over?
The dude that was at my table, at the table next, he was hilarious. He was like, y'all was like, y'all having fun. I said, we are having fun. Thank you, sir. He's like, I'm trying to kick it with y'all. I was like, you right there. Shit.
You are, sir. You are.
Yeah, but you're sitting right there. You are kicking it with
the kicking has commenced.
The kicking has commenced.
I got the he's like motioning towards Kim and then like look at me. He's like, and I just go.
That was so fun up there. All I know is everybody was talking shit, and I said, look, I'm going to karaoke. No matter how far away it is. I said, I got people waiting for me, people coming, and I'm going karaoke. So I came out, y'all was gone. I'm putting it in my directions to get there from your point, because I'm used to coming from my daddy house. I ain't know how to get there from there. Now I'm talking about, we here. Where can we? I was like, well, damn. How y'all get there before me? And I'm the one that said, we're going to karaoke. That was so funny to me. Let
me tell you something. I've never met a car full of people bragging about they're from the city. They would done this. Why are you stopping at every stoplight? Why are you going slow through this area? Somebody could walk up and pop. When I say there was zero street sense provided, why in the world are you doing these things? And we were driving, man. Look up North City, St. Louis.
Y'all should have just followed me, but y'all didn't need to follow me, obviously, because y'all got there before me. I was like, well, damn, I'm on my way.
They were like, all these buildings, there's like nothing in them. I'm like, yeah, they're burned out. People get trafficked there.
I was like, I'm going to the hood. That's all I know. That's
the bar, KJ's, top notch. And I knew that because they do good comedy shows.
Oh, yeah, and they drinks are strong as hell. So, Chris. Are you ready?
What's that?
Are you ready?
I was born ready. I stay ready, so I don't got to get ready.
Are you ready for your irks and works?
I'd like to irk it and work it.
Oh. I got to put a table up.
Oh, it's a big one, huh?
Oh,
you want to go full screen?
We got to go full screen on this one because I'm irked. I'm irked by this right here. Go full screen, Andy. I don't even know what to do this with this, bro. I'm irked by this. Do you see this?
Yes. What is that, a deer skull?
This is a sweet potato. Chris.
There's nothing sweet about that potato. That thing's done 10 years in state.
This when I first bought it weighed 3 pounds. Look, it's hurting my hand right now. Look at this sweet potato. Jan bought this sweet. First, look at this sweet potato. If you saw some shit like that sitting on somebody's counter, would you kill it?
If it had legs? Yeah, you'd have to. That thing would take you out. That thing would take over your home and take your wife.
It's got a BBL. So,
where'd it go to get it?
Mexico. This potato didn't hear about the medical tourism. Chris, when my cousin brought this down here, she talking about, cuz I got a sweet potato for you. I didn't know she was talking about one fucking sweet potato. She was serious. I thought she meant like a bag of sweet potatoes. I said, Jan, what is that? And then, Chris, I can't eat this sweet potato. This sweet potato got veins. I want everybody to see the veins. Look at that. What if you cut it and this shit start bleeding? I'm irked by this. I don't know what they doing.
I saw it moved. I saw it moved. It's
still in my hand. But, Chris, look at the veins.
I don't need to. This looks like a troll's nutsack.
Wait a minute. This shit is scary. Look at this side. This look like if you cut it open, it might have a heartbeat. Then it said, don't eat that shit. I said, you can't eat this. I don't know what this is.
Why does that say Roswell, New Mexico on the side of it?
Okay, that's what I said. This is what I'm irked about with what they're doing hormonally to food. I ain't never seen no damn, Chris, this is like 5 sweet potatoes in one.
That could feed.
Listen.
That could feed you. That could feed. That could feed you and Ms. Myrna's family.
I cannot get over how big this sweet potato is. This is what I'm irked by because this don't make no sense that they even selling shit like that. This one sweet potato probably costs $10.
You know what they dug that out with?
They ain't had to dig this out. This shit was already sticking up out the ground. This popped up. They ain't had to dig this.
That thing walked out voluntarily.
Look at that.
Why do you? It looks like it's mad and it's laying on its side.
I'm not eating that dinner set because that messed up my Taco Ball Tuesday.
Oh no!
Because I was gonna make sweet potato fries, and Jan was like, "Girl, don't go back no." Because I was like, she's like, "What you doing?" I was like, "About to order my Instacart," and she's like, "Don't order nothing. I got this, I got that, and I got sweet." She came down here with that big ass thing, looking like a damn football. I was like, "I don't know that."
She hit you with a 5 and out pattern to throw it to you from the front yard.
He's like, "We're not eating that." He's like, "I don't know what's wrong with that sweet potato, but we're not eating. I'm not eating. I'm not cutting it. I think I'm sitting outside and let it scare the cat."
That thing does. It could be half Rottweiler.
I'm putting it on the porch. I'm putting 2 eyes on it. Chris, look. This part right here. You see that? That's scary. Look. I'm gonna draw 2 eyes right here.
That's your guard. That's your guard. It's your sweet potato. It's your guard sweet potato.
Yes, because that's hurting my hand trying to hold it. So yeah, that's what I'm irked by. Whatever they're doing to food for, like big ass corn, big sweet potatoes like that, big chickens. It's getting ridiculous. Getting ridiculous.
You're gonna have to do the scat. You're gonna have to do the scat potato. That thing comes after you.
I probably won't have to do the scat cat no more. With that on the porch. We'll see how that works.
That's your scare. That's your scare cat. Just put a little hat on it.
I'm drawing some eyes on that shit and a smile. Maybe some fangs.
That'll keep people away.
Do you? You want your ass cursed easy?
You know, it's a favorite segment of mine, yours, and theirs. Let's hear it.
And this is one that I know we can get an answer to. Let me make sure I ain't got to get up. You know, always got a bonus dance in there.
Oh, of course. The people take care of you, you take care of them.
Oh, for BPHLAT. Oh, that's somebody.
Shout out to Cheryl.
Yeah, I love when he get. Oh, Cheryl don't know about this.
Look at B go. Starting off Ask Chris Deasy right. Andy's hitting her with the music. She is moving. That's right. She doesn't need clogs to dance like that. Do it in her socks. All on a Tuesday. Look what you folks have done. Marcus with a great comment says B-Phlat killed at the TwoFunnyMamas comedy show in St. Louis. She was great. Marcus gets it.
Thank you.
Marcus is correct.
I had a good ass time. I ain't gonna lie, Chris. It was a dope show. Hopefully, we'll get to do it again.
You would, of all people, without even meaning to, you would cut it down if it wasn't anything but a good time. And it looked great. Shout out to John, Key, Bree, Beth, our sound guy Tony. Everybody running around just really made it just fantastic. So Carmen with Cranswork, man, it was cool. It went well.
Yes, it did, and I'm looking forward to the next one, which will be September 8th through the 10th, while we are in St. Louis with our 100th episode. You know, I always got to bring it back around.
There you go. That's good.
Anyway, Chris, here's your question from B Square.
Ask Chris Deasy.
Yes. She wants to know, how do you make holy water? I don't know.
Is this like a pun? As a pun? Or?
She said, do you boil the hell out of it? Like, how you make holy water?
You just need a priest. You just need a priest to bless it, and it's holy.
So is it just regular tap water, and then they bless it?
I think so. Maybe they have special water, but yeah, I mean, it's water, and if the priest blesses it, it makes it holy water.
I think that was not a Chris Deasy question. That was a Ask a White Guy. But
That
it's okay.
wasn't. I bet the live
It's
chat
okay.
has some questions.
That was a
Do you-
funny mama question. However, it's interesting. You know, every now and then we do have to see that side of you, Chris. You might know
What's that?
something you don't know. The Ask a White Guy. So
Oh,
that question hit on the mark. Do you know how to make holy water? But you know what? I think you're right. I don't know what type of water it is. I'm sure it's a special water, but it does have to be blessed.
I mean, you got to think it's got
It
to be
might be like
functional.
rainwater. I wonder what that. I'm gonna ask my stepmom what that water is. You know, when you walk in and you got to put your fingers in and you do like this. It's probably just regular water out of a gallon. You know what I mean?
I think it's for sure regular water. Yeah, and
Yeah,
they
it's
just
probably
bless
just
it.
regular water they pour in there, and then I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask Linda.
Yeah, if anybody's got a Ask Chris Deasy question, get it in quick. But otherwise, we'll just move on.
We're gonna move on because we actually have a How They Hold Him Down story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hold them. How did they hold it down?
And this one is, I'm giving this a shout out to Felicia Welch. You know, that's our homie in Arkansas down there with Cicely.
Hey now.
And I'm using this little flash rag. I ain't gonna lie, but I gotta fold it up, Chris. So,
The prototype.
yeah, I gotta use the prototype. Yes. So yes, this is her. This is interesting. I'm gonna read this, and it's called "The Original Little Miss Sundown / Sunrise." I guess kind of like Little Miss Sunshine.
I guess the sundown always. I don't know if that's
The
gonna be
Little
good.
Miss Sundown / Sunrise. Yeah. My parents didn't do anything shady to make ends meet, at least that I know of. But there were times when my dad's Ford, fix or repair daily, found on the road dead, Maverick. It was a Maverick, right? Wouldn't start. One morning when I was in high school, his car decided to do the Ford thing. So to get the car started, my dad would get in, put it in neutral, roll in reverse out the driveway and onto the street. Then my sister and I would get behind the car and push it until my dad turned the ignition switch and steer the car down the street until it started. Once it started, my sister and I would have to run and jump in. Now I see why she's Little Miss Sunshine. I would be so embarrassed because I was such a girly girl with my fresh Farrah Fawcett flip hairdo, my polo shirt, my Calvin Klein jeans, and my candies. Lord knows I didn't want nobody in the neighborhood or my classmate to see me running to jump in the car. This is how we held it down. Yeah.
That's
By
awesome.
the way, she's like, by the way, I bought those designer clothes by holding down a part-time job at Kmart. And yes, I did announce the big blue light special. I wouldn't tell nobody
Love
that.
it.
That's funny. It's funny to actually know somebody that actually used to announce those blue light specials. They used to kill me. I used to hate my mom and be like, go down to lane 11. That's where the light is. They would flash the light in that lane. Chris, you don't remember that. Oh, it was a mess.
No, I don't remember the blue. I mean, I've heard of the blue.
That shit used to be a mess back in the day. And they would have like a little bell and it would ding. And then you see the light flashing. So things in that aisle, if you got to them and everybody would be on sale. And mom would be like, get to 11, get to 11.
Like it was like it's imperative you got there quick.
Yes. So it's funny to know that she used to be the one to announce the Kmart blue light specials. And all the stuff people would go get, then they get all that shit and then go put it in layaway. Then be like 100 people standing in line at the Kmart layaway.
That's how it works.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, so yeah. Thank you for having a hold. I love when people get stories in. Thank you, Felicia, for submitting that. It's actually been here a couple weeks, but we've been so running over. I was like, I'm gonna get her story in eventually. But
That's
yes,
awesome.
I want people to submit how they hold them down stories, projects. If you want to feature on the show, if you have DIY things you want to show, all of that stuff, please send it to me at frugalflip@gmail.com. I would love to show your works, show the projects you're working on, hear your crazy stories. I get plenty of DYK information submitted. I love that. I got like 3 years of DYKs. So we can hold on those, but unless you see something super interesting that I don't have. But other than that, I would love to get some more Irks and Works, Ask Chris Deezies, all of that good stuff. So.
Shout out to Crystal15 says, yes, I miss laugh my ass off. I miss Kmart. Everybody's loving them.
That shit used to be funny back in the day, Chris.
That sounds hilarious.
It is hilarious because people will be mad dash to that lane or that aisle, and then it might happen twice while you're in the store. You just never know. And then they're like, ladies and gentlemen, blue light special and do.
Juicebox says Chris never shopped at Kmart. He real white. I think I'm a weird age. We had Venture. I lived in Cape Girardeau, Missouri till I was like 5. I feel like there was a Kmart, or maybe I saw one. But then I moved to a small area. We got a Walmart Supercenter when I moved there when I was 5 in my hometown, where I ended up going to school and everything. So we didn't even have Kmart. So I was too rural for it. But I probably went in St. Louis a few times because it's an hour away.
I love Venture. I used to work at Venture.
My dad worked at Venture when he was in college.
In Cold Key Shop. So when you walked in, you came in to get things engraved.
That's you? You were there?
Yeah, me. I was that person.
You were like, don't use the machine. I've got this paper clip, and I can do it myself. You were already frugal flipping.
I used to cut keys and do engraving. I think I just got 2 flyers to show for this Sunday and next Sunday. I'm so looking forward to this Women's History Month show. I love doing this. I normally, it's funny, when I started out doing this, I was headlining. And then it was like, oh, you got to host every year. So I know this is like my 6th year in a row hosting, except for COVID year, hosting this series. I love it. She does all females in the month of March.
Well, you know how you get tickets? You can text any of the ladies, Nina, Landy, Amanda, DK, Will, all their phone numbers right there on the flyer. Again, that's 850 Bear Tavern Road in Ewing Township, New Jersey. Make it happen. You know they got the cash bar, food menu, vendors on premises, only $30 for advance tickets. And your headliner is Barbara Carlisle.
I can guarantee you this is going to be a funny-ass show because I love JoJo Michelle, hands down. That's who I was out on tour with on GOTV. And Reggie Jackson, I've only seen her once or twice. She's funny. She's actually opening. She's funny. Believe me when I tell you, she's funny.
I don't think they're not going to set somebody up for failure like that.
Exactly. Not at all. Well, you know, everybody can only do a certain amount of time. So everybody's funny for like the amount of time that they're doing. Believe me. Barbara's headlining. She's going to be up there doing her 45 minutes to an hour of straight cutting up Georgia style. So, and I love working with her.
Beautiful.
I'm happy to see her. Yes. And like I said, this next show in Atlanta, a lot of people have tickets to this show already because they keep hitting me up saying, I didn't know you were on it. I'm the special guest. It's a couple other special guests too I can't throw out there yet, but this is going to be funny. And I can't wait to see Rodney and Jay. So this is going to be fun.
Shout out.
Yes, it's super sold out. Can't get no tickets. If you haven't already gotten your tickets, I'm getting in a day early just so I can go hang out with my sorors.
Oh, very nice. That'll be a good time.
I have a lot of line sisters down there that got their tickets already that are coming.
Beautiful. So Karen Hunter show. Make it happen.
Karen Hunter show. That's right. Look, we're doing Food on this Friday live on a Sunday. Yes, Chris. So with that being said, you know what I'm about to do.
What's that?
Go upstairs and enjoy Taco Ball Tuesday.
Tight show.
Tight show. This is how it's supposed to be.
That's right.
Last show was excellent. We're still getting a lot of email and a lot of love from when Arvin was on. People love
Arvin was so good. I gotta call him again.
Yeah, make sure you hit him up.
Last week was I couldn't think. So yeah.
We had a good time.
We sure did. And B, you did great, and it was wonderful seeing you. And great job tonight.
Thank you. I'm still trying to get my voice back from St. Louis. There was a lot of talking Thursday, Friday, and then visiting with family. But I'm drinking tea like crazy, and then I'm gonna be drunk tomorrow. So that's why I was like, I am not drinking tonight because I got my wine and my drink and my shots. And I'm starting to pull all of these shot glasses so I can get ready for the brief and bake. I'm excited. Yes.
Absolutely. So make sure you join if you're part of that. We're back next week. It's Tighten Up Tuesday, 8 o'clock Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, every Tuesday of the week. B, great job. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. Yes. Love you, Picassos. All the fans, family. Thank you for being here where you could be anywhere else. But you're hanging with us. Oh.
Thank you, everybody. Dance us out, B. Good night. Thanks to Andy.
Oh, I'm thankful. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Slide away. Slide away. Bye, everybody.
Bye.